Hey there, it's Chris, and welcome to the 200th upload, the 200th video of the Laurelman project here. Can't believe I actually made it this far. But as a kind of little special thing here, now that we've kind of finished a number of the projects I've had within the past month or so, I did the modeling project, ended earlier back in April, followed by the Ultra ending kind of at the end of April. I took a little bit of time off to kind of give myself a little bit of me time, and it's time to get back into it again. So we have some new projects coming up, and I just want to kind of go over what these are going to be and how the schedule is going to change just a little bit going forward, not too much. I don't want this to be a super long video. But first off, let's start on the fitness side of things. I can't leave things off where we did on the Ultra. It was just kind of one of those days, just kind of happened. So I've now signed up 2 months from now. Palmerton has opened itself back up again, so I'm going to be heading up there. And I'm going to roll them dice one more time. So half the times I've done the Super at Palmerton for the Spartan stuff, it's been a great race. I love that course. It's great. It's a great spectator one. It's the very first course I ever did where I went penalty free on anything. It's the first I did that. So I've had a couple really, really good experiences on that. At the same time, I've also had a couple of really terrible heat-induced problems that occurred on there as well. So we're gonna roll them dice and we're gonna hope the things kind of work out a little better this time. I have a plan of attack. I want to go into it. And just like I did before, I'm gonna save any kind of videos or any kind of uploads towards my fitness side of things, going towards that, because training will be different now going towards that than it did for the Ultra. I'm gonna keep those going out on the Sundays like they kind of always have been going forward. That said, there is one slight change I'm gonna be doing on this, in that we're gonna be adding some videos to this as well. So way back in 2013, I bought myself a GoPro Hero 3, and I've been using that kind of on and off ever since. And it's been 13 years now, so I have coming in the mail the latest now, the Hero 13 coming in, is now going to be coming in the mail later on this week. So we're going to be dealing a little bit with that. Hopefully I'll get some videos going of the race itself. And on the Sundays leading up in, I'll have some Sundays, they might be just kind of training ideas, what I'm doing going towards it. And some of them might be just putting the camera on, just kind of carrying it with me on either bike rides or trail runs or whatnot, just kind of get used to having a camera with me and seeing what I can and can't get away with when doing this type of thing. Because I would like to bring that onto the race. And I think that would be really fun to finally have my own perspective on there, just to see how that goes. So, like I said, that's still going to stay the same on Sundays. Same old, but it should be fun. I have high expectations. It's going to be a good time. I can feel it. That said, on the building side of things, I'm hoping that tomorrow I'm going to actually release what my next project is going to be. In that I was thinking about it before, and part of the reason I haven't done any more kind of building stuff since the last one is I've been kind of hemming and hawing back and forth how to actually play this. Because frankly, for me, the artistic side of things, the model side, the drawing side, I kind of treat them as a hobby. I'll kind of put all the effort kind of into it, maybe a couple, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those kind of per year. And I look at the other types of works that are out there on YouTube, and on the drawing side of things, you've the Akihiko Yashitomi stuff, like David Finch stuff. My drawings can't compare to people like that. On the building side of things, you have Asa Clay, Dr. Garuda, North of the Border, any of these types, Kodoa Modeling, any of those. My models, quality-wise, again, they treat this more as a job. They can use this stuff as a business off of YouTube things. The quality of mine isn't going to match up to I can see some of the other things out there. It's good. I think my stuff it winds up being pretty good in the end, but it's not at that type of level. So what I was hoping to do when I did the Slay the Spire kind of idea was, rather than kind of I'll show kind of the entire process through, which I thought was really good. Kind of going for, I wanted to just get that out just to show that it takes a long time to do these things. You can't just pop these out instantly. So what I wanted to do with the Slay the Spire one was kind of do what more of the traditional ones are, where you can do your entire process, or you break your process down to 2 or 3 main parts, and then just condense them down to a little 15-20 minute span and put the entire thing out as a more kind of bite-sized thing to do. But if my quality is not going to match up to the others, if I can't compete with that, what I can compete with is process. And I'm going to find models instead, or find subjects I can do instead, which are going to be more kind of I don't know, problem solving type of things. So we can kind of go more into the problem solving side than necessarily what the finished side is. I'm still going to try to make these as good as I can, but they're going to have a lot of problem solving elements into it. And that said, rather than put out, say, every single hour I do in this thing, or like I'll go from start to finish all the way through, I may go now and say, okay, I want to model something. I'm going to go over the body is going to be the first part. So rather than show like 5 hours worth of modeling that, I can show maybe a half hour's worth of something or 20 minutes of that, just modeling out the first step. Then it's like if like the arms or gauntlets or legs or something have something kind of crazy going on, I'll do all of that as like a 1 episode deal. So it'll be a much more condensed version. It's not going to be fully condensed like some of the other ones on YouTube, but it's going to be a more condensed version than what I have been doing. But I think just kind of doing it that way, you can still follow through a process. It'll be good. And hopefully I have all the parts ready. The next model, the presentation on what that one's going to be, the reveal of that one, should be going out either tomorrow or at worst case, it'll go out on Thursday instead. And yeah, that should be good. I'm doing a drawing of that one first, and it's going to go out. And those are typically going to go out either on a Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday. I'm going to keep those kind of the same schedule, but it's not necessarily going to be every single Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. It's going to be kind of as I finish a section and kind of put it together, then I'll stick those out. So keep track. If you don't see it go out by like, again, I have these go out typically 6 in the morning Eastern time. If you don't see it out by that time on those days, it means it's probably not going out that day. So then check the next one in line and it may go out then. I'm going to try to keep as regular as I can, but we're going to see. It's going to be a new format for me too. So I'm going to see how this works and fits into like the training schedule and all that going into the Pomeranian race coming up. So that said, I do want to keep some of the drawing aspects going too. It's been kind of fun. I didn't know what to expect. I hadn't done that in like 5 years when I started. And it's actually turning out pretty okay. So I would like to see myself get improvement on that. And I also want to kind of have at least a backlog on my webpage here of about like 8 or 10 of those things on there. So those are going to be going out maybe sporadically once I get the modeling started, they're going to keep going out, but kind of more sporadically. I'm not going to have a hard time when I want those going out, but they could just kind of pop out whenever I'd get one done and feel like popping it out. I'll be honest, between doing that and there's more video editing involved on those, yes, it might be like an hour's worth of sitting down and drawing something, but by the time I do the video editing and all that, it does add up to some extra time too. So it is what it is, which again, on the modeling side as well, there's gonna be more video editing involved, which I'm doing this on my own. And yeah, I'm beginning to learn that takes time to do that part as well. So we're gonna be bearing with a little bit. There's gonna be a little bit of changes going on, but I'm gonna try to keep as much of the upload schedule that I've had before going as we did. That said, even if you're only in here for the fitness side of things, tune in tomorrow for the next one. It's gonna be an absolute unit going through. It's gonna be a fun model to go through. So at least maybe just peek in and just see what it's gonna be, because it's gonna be a unit, and I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna have fun kind of second half of spring here going into summer, and I'm hoping for the best coming up. And we'll see. I might do something for my 1-year anniversary. That's coming up end of the month. So I think that's around the 30th or 29th or so. I'll have to see when I actually put my first video out. So I might do something special for that as well. I'm not 100% sure yet, but keep tuned on that one, because we have a lot of things coming up as this month goes on, and it should be fun. So that's all I want to say. I want to keep it nice and short. That's where our channel is going. And yeah, I'll see you later on this week, and I'll see you next time. Enjoy.